Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Enemy Within. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we got to do a strange mission. We technically evacuated a survivor from a shootout in France. There was an assault on the French army in some region. We thought it was from the aliens, but there was actually people, I guess the French, shot by human bullets. Like, not human bullets, the bullets were not exactly human, but they were manufactured by humans, making this encounter odd. We got said survivor out of it. He's pretty much in containment right now. He didn't want to talk much. But we're going to be able to do that soon. It was all a strange endeavor. We got a lot of rookies promoted in that mission, and we actually captured 2 thin men alive, which is huge. We could just put those on the gray market right now. By the way, that's a joke. We can't. We cannot sell alive aliens. That would be unfortunate. Well, it is unfortunate, but that's cool. And we've got the light plasma rifle out of it. Two light plasma rifles, and we're gonna research those next because I want to be able to use them. I know it's gonna take a long time, but that's gonna be okay. Engineering.
Engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
We got 1 additional engineer. We're building that laboratory. It's taking another 4 days to build another satellite uplink. That's okay. Can I build a steam? No, that takes a lot. That's okay. We've got engineers research.
Your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
This is going pretty well. With 3 days, the melt recombination, that's going very well. Next up is the light plasma rifle. That's going to take a long time. I didn't want to click on this. I'm thinking about what to do next. We got new metal.
As the alien attacks have become more frequent, our casualty rate has climbed. Our troop shortage is becoming a problem. We should start screening potential candidates at the barracks immediately.
Okay. Let's look at this. We got the Council Medal of Honor. We're gonna rename that into the... It's pretty much a done deal. The Terrific Tornado. Who gets the Terrific Tornado? And what does it do? +1 aim and will for each mission completed with no soldier deaths. Up to a maximum of +10. Oh boy! +10 aim and crit chance if not within 7 tiles of an allied unit. Interesting. But this is not for a Terrific Tornado, and we will probably get an additional one of this medal, and it's not so smart doing this. Having a loner like that is too dangerous. I don't do it. I usually move my squad around as, like I said, a squad for additional coverage. It's not great against stalkers or anybody really. So we're gonna do this one. So far we have not lost anybody, so this is just a benefit. Yes, and I will award that medal to who has done the most missions. Probably someone of a high rank, which is Alex Wilson and Scotty Sutherland. And Alex Wilson is my favorite sniper. Guess who gets the additional aim and will? Terrific Tornado! Hello! Okay, that's nice. Let us do the next thing. Officer Training School. We just got... Didn't we get a captain? No. Couldn't have gotten a captain. Wet work is what I'm picking up next. Or is it? We'll see. I'll decide that before the next mission comes in. For the moment, let's advance time a little bit. We have things coming up.
Commander, we've got another contact. The signature is a little bigger this time, though.
What do you mean a little bigger? UFO number 2, medium size. I have one interceptor in South America. But he's gonna probably... We're gonna have to retract him. He's not gonna be able to take down that UFO. This is gonna end badly. It's too big. It's way too big. Come on, stop shooting me. Like, my... Oh, no. Okay, aborting. Snap. Snap. Okay, that was not good. UFO number 2. Still there. Takes 6 days to repair that thing. Since we don't have a second interceptor in this area, we can't do anything. I would have liked to encounter this thing. Let's hope it does not land. Nope, went away.
So, what is it, Doctor?
It's remarkable. The crystalline structure housed within the canister is actually a suspension containing billions of cybernetic nanomachines, each made up of both organic and mechanical components.
My team's analysis indicates these microscopic robots are capable of assembling mechanical structures with unprecedented efficiency. With further study and some specialized facilities, we may be able to engineer a sort of cybersuit that interfaces with the human body.
My team is more interested in the possibility of physically altering the tissue itself, incorporating aspects of the alien's own genetic adaptations by using the nanites to fuse the foreign material.
The Commander will have to decide where the greatest advantage lies. Is there anything you agree on?
Given the apparent purpose of the nanites, they allow combining organic materials with one another, or with machines. We have at least agreed to call them
Meld.
Meld recombination research complete. Meld recombination research project. Well, okay. This amazing material's most salient feature is its versatility. In early testing, we were able to devise several methods that allow for direct manipulation of the meld substance and its physiochemical properties, while searching our records for any references to a material with similar properties. I uncovered a number of redacted data stores created in the 1960s, but much of that information appears to have been lost. In any case, the advances we've made should allow for a wide range of applications in the fields of genetic modification and cybernetic enhancement, although we will need to build dedicated facilities to enable these potential research pathways. It is probable that the invaders are more familiar with MELD than we are and may already be fielding combat elements that take full advantage of its capabilities. Cybernetics Lab available for construction. Genetics Lab available for construction. Mech number 2 Warden available for manufacture. Hyper-reactive pupils available in Gene Lab. Depth perception available in Gene Lab. Adaptive bone marrow available in Gene Lab. Genetics Lab, I guess. 40 additional meld reconstituted. How? Make more of it. Cybernetics Lab. Here we will be able to build mechanized exoskeletal cybersuits. And you were really trying to call these mechs, huh? Well. And augment soldiers to wear them. This facility counts as a workshop for adjacency benefits. Use the build facilities option in engineering to construct this facility. Genetics Lab. This annex to the research labs will allow us to genetically modify our soldiers. This facility counts as a laboratory for adjacency benefits. New gene mod available. Adaptive bone marrow. Wound recovery time is reduced by 66%. Stacks with rapid recovery. Soldier regenerates 2 HP per round up to the HP max without armor. Oh man. Depth perception. Height advantage confers an additional 5% aim and 5% crit chance. Hyperreactive pupils. Confers plus 10 aim on any shot after a miss. Okay. Mech 1 Warden. Kinetic Strike Module, a powerful arm upgrade for the mech, allowing the wider wielder to pulverize adjacent cover and enemies. Also boosts mobility. Or Flamethrower. Allows the mech to lay waste to a cone-shaped area. Flame can spill outside the aiming area. Okay. Interrogate Thin Man is a priority. How much is the light plasma rifle? Jesus. Jesus. 31 days though. That's bad. In these 31 days, I will encounter more and more and more aliens. And it would be best to not have to not be stuck in this one research for 31 days. There's so many other things I can do in that time, and I will get more scientists over time. I will get, like, I'll probably be faster not researching this now and researching it at another point in time before those 31 days are up, and I'll additionally have already researched many other things, because these autopsies, well, they do take 4 days. My uplink will be ready in not much. That's 13 days. Slow. 6 days for experimental warfare. Or this interrogation. We'll do the experimental warfare, and after that we will be able to interrogate everything. Instantly, of course. Okay, we did that. Build facilities. We're building the laboratory right now. That lift is gonna be done in a second. This is... Okay. Cybernetics lab is... as the adjacency bonus is workshop. Okay. It takes 3 power and 50, I guess. Who doesn't like mechs? Who doesn't? 1 day for the satellite uplink.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Good. Let's get me the satellite uplink though. Hi, beautiful. I really enjoy that noise. Okay. That is very, very good. We can deploy an additional 3 satellites now. So, who gets a satellite? You get a satellite. Launch satellite. Where is Brazil? Brazil, you get a satellite. We get the monthly funding increased by 80, and it takes 4 days for that to be online, and we get the bonus for we have ways. So we'll launch that. We have ways. Bonus gained. Nice. Didn't I just start that analysis of that other thing? We'll see. The other satellite I should probably launch in Africa. Egypt or South Africa? I wonder.
We're monitoring several contacts at the moment, but we may need to run a diagnostic. This doesn't look like a legitimate target.
What gives me more? You give 70, you give 80. United States give me 180, man. UK 100, Germany. Hey, game. Germany gives me 180, 150, and scientists. That's so much money.
Relatively quiet for the moment. Guess we should enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, I think we'll launch that to the United States because that's a lot of money.
Satellite launched.
I know that there's no interceptors. We'll take care of that at some point, but for the moment, let's look at research. How much? 5 days. I can actually change that research project right now, because that is instant. Uh-huh.
So, how'd it go, Doctor?
Better than expected. Before the creature expired, I was able to extract some new information from it.
You're saying that thing spoke to you?
Not precisely, but when you have access to a creature's brain, certain patterns can be discerned, recent images and thoughts.
And what exactly was our late friend thinking about?
This particular image appeared in the creature's thought patterns several times throughout the procedure.
We've already met that thing, Doctor. This is hardly the kind of breakthrough we were...
And there was a neural link in the creature's mind between this image and this one.
That's the thing that pulled a disappearing act when we shot down our first UFO. And let me guess, you want to poke around in its head too.
It is the next piece of the puzzle. And this time, instead of shooting it, I suggest we try to capture it alive.
Yeah, capture an outsider alien. Oh, that's gonna be easy. Huh. Capturing one of the invaders' infiltration specialists has proven both illuminating and disturbing. Although at first glance they closely resemble the human form and are trained to communicate in a variety of terrestrial languages, this specimen is far from human. We had assumed its role as an infiltration unit would preclude us from gaining anything of value during our interrogation. However, as it turns out, the captive was surprisingly pliable once we began the procedure. Aside from its primary role as a reconnaissance and infiltration specialist, the Thin Man also proved to be quite familiar with the alien's navigation system and celestial cartography. The information gained from this interrogation is of crucial importance to our efforts in reverse engineering the alien navigational computers and related systems. UFO technology research credit earned. What's a research credit? Okay, next up, sectoid autopsy, instant.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
We found no discernible genetic variance between any of the small humanoid aliens that we have examined thus far. They are perfect genetic copies, each and every one of them. The subject's brain is quite sizable with respect to its body and appears to have been augmented even further with cybernetic implants of some sort. Considering the fragile nature of this creature's physical form, it's safe to assume that these implants were intended to somehow improve the combat effectiveness of this species. Dr. Shen and the engineering team have already developed several theories as to how we might be able to adapt these implants for our own use. Additional tactical information may be available in the field when viewing hostile targets in the unit analysis view. Dr. Valen's personal note: cloning, genetic manipulation, biomedical implants. The implications of this technology in the alien's modus are not reassuring. Uplink targeting AIM available for manufacture. Okay. New item available, uplink targeting, AIM. Activate this module during the interception to provide an immediate temporary boost to our unit's accuracy. The module will burn out after one use. This technology is based on sectoid implants and allows us to send data pulse through our satellite network. Okay, next up, floater autopsy.
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
As frightening and vicious as this species is on the battlefield, it is hard not to feel some sympathy for them on the dissection table. The specimen has been subjected to extensive biomedical modifications, some of which were undoubtedly quite painful and intrusive. The combination of living tissue and mechanical components gives the creature the look of a cruel, half-finished experiment. Most of the subject's internal organs have been replaced with a mechanical life support system that mimics their original functionality. A rather conventional propulsion system has been grafted onto the subject's torso, although the power cells supplying the necessary thrusts are extremely advanced by our own standards. I have removed a number of neural implants from the subject that appear to aid the evasion of incoming projectile fire. The engineering team has already suggested several ways in which this technology might benefit our soldiers. You may find additional information about the combat capabilities of this species by targeting one in the field using the unit analysis view. Defense matrix, dodge available for manufacture. Activate this module during the interception to provide an immediate temporary boost to your unit's evasive ability. The matrix will burn out after one use. Floater adaptive reflex technology was surprisingly compatible with our satellite systems, allowing us to predict enemy firing solutions. Next up.
The Tall One has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man. Initial testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
Oh boy. The subject's external appearance is that of a Caucasian male. I would guess its age to be approximately 35 years old, although it's quite likely this is an artificial effect intentionally fixed by the aliens. The specimen is roughly 2 meters in height and weighs just over 80 kilograms, much more than myself. Despite its outward appearance, upon dissection, the creature's unique organ and bone structure is revealed to be distinctly alien in nature. The subject's bones are segmented rather like the vertebrae of a serpent. This segmented structure appears to give the creature a spectacular range of motion in combat. It is possible, through our own genetic modification program, that we may be able to replicate the unique connective tissues that allow for this remarkable flexibility. If successful, our soldiers could see drastic improvements in their own physical mobility and resilience. A large portion of the specimen's thoracic cavity is devoted to enormous glands capable of producing a toxin that is then expelled via ducts with considerable force. After a thorough chemical analysis of the subject's venom, we've theorized that it could be used as a powerful disinfectant to treat our soldiers' injuries in the field. Dr. Shen is working to develop a means to integrate the substance into our existing medkits for future deployment. Targeting another example of this specimen in the field using the unit analysis view may reveal further details about its distinctive combat abilities. Gas grenade available for manufacture. Muscle fiber density available in Gene Lab. Gas grenade, our advanced research in alien physiology has allowed us to synthesize a modified version of the poison projectile by the Thin Man and containerize it in grenade form. Gene mod available. Muscle fiber density confers superhuman leg strength, enabling the soldier to reach high positions without the need for ladders or other climbing aids. Nice. Seeker.
Despite its physical appearance, this machine doesn't seem to be made up of any organic components. Its surface has an unusual metallic composition that somehow interacts with the vapors it releases for concealment.
Although each of the autopsies we've conducted on the various alien species could be considered unusual, this latest specimen continues to push the boundaries of how we might define that characteristic. It's been referred to as a seeker by our soldiers in the field due to its propensity for tracking and engaging with single targets, even though your Let's Play has called them stalkers. And its actual means of attack is quite shocking. Once it has located a target, the seeker physically seizes the victim and remains attached until it is either removed by force or the target expires. As one might imagine, this is an extraordinarily disturbing situation for both the victim and anyone witnessing the attack. The challenge in stopping the seeker comes from its inherent agility and nimbleness, making it extremely difficult to intercept before it manages to reach its intended target. We believe the micromotors employed in its design are responsible for this notable degree of mobility. The Seeker has also been observed deploying a type of defensive smokescreen, making it even more troublesome to engage during the limited window of opportunity when it is immobile. Respirator implant available for manufacture. Ghost grenade available for manufacture. Mimetic skin available in Gene Lab. Respirator implant. We can fabricate a module that will automatically detect chemical and physical threats to a soldier's oxygen supply and deploy uncomfortable but potentially life-saving oxygen tube shunts in a matter of seconds. This module will fit all of XCOM's armor designs. Use the built by I guess. Okay, how do I use that? Ghost grenade. This grenade contains Elerium-infused particles that, when diffused onto our soldiers, causes them to become invisible. The particles will lose their Elerium charge after a brief time, and competing energy sources, such as weapons fire, will disrupt them. New Gene Mod. Mimetic Skin confers the ability to change skin pattern to match cover. When the soldier moves to high cover, enemies without special capabilities will not target the soldier. Does not work if any enemies have line of sight to the soldier's targeting position. Leaving cover... You didn't have to have it scroll like that. Leaving cover... or firing will break its concealment. Next up, this takes 13, this takes 11, experimental warfare it is. Although our understanding of the alien technology is still limited, what we've seen so far is enough to revolutionize combat as we know it. If we are to level the playing field, we must adapt the alien technology for our own use. Jesus! Research credits. Aha, UFO technology. Although the Thin Man was among the most resistant to our interrogation attempts, we managed to uncover some interesting details. The species serves not only as an infiltration unit... Okay. I don't know what the UFO technology does. I don't know what that does. We got a lot of stuff for engineering, but
Someone giving the orders. These aliens can be no different. The real question is, what sort of power or authority does it take to control such a vast range of alien species? What incentive do they have to follow through with this plan?
Jesus! Fuck! I'm not gonna build that anytime soon. Are you kidding, though? And guess what? That's a one-time use. No, I don't know about that. That would be nice. Respiration implant. I guess that gets you resistance against poison? I guess I'll build one just for finding out what this is, but I don't think that's that good. We get the defense matrix, floater corpses, uplink targeting, 3 sectoid corpses. It costs almost nothing. I guess I'll buy one. I'll manufacture another satellite. 20 days. Okay. What do the facilities say? Things are getting built, and my money's gone. So that's cool.
Dr. Valen's interrogation technique certainly is efficient. You'd never know it by looking at her, but that woman is an alien's worst nightmare.
I guess. What's the great gray market say though? We've got a lot of... We need monies. I would like money. We don't need it, but I'd like it. Well, that could be money. Could also be made into money. Not yet. Not yet. When we really need it. I would like to end the episode here, but I said I'd play a mission in every episode. And it's late in the evening, and I don't think it's good. This episode was boring. I get it. I'm not gonna go back on my word. We're gonna do a mission. Hopefully it's gonna be a small one. Access lift, carry on.
Satellite coverage now available over.
Nice. As we continued our research into the alien weapons fragments and the other materials recovered from the field, we've come to realize how the aliens managed to make these substances work in conjunction with one another. While reducing the size of these components is often a challenge in itself, we decided to focus our initial efforts on a weapon more suited to deployment on our interceptors. This cannon was designed to concentrate energy within a small target area, and should be capable of punching through the armored hulls of the alien craft. In addition, we've also passed a number of interesting conceptual designs on to the engineering team. Dr. Shen seems confident that given the appropriate resources and testing facility, he can bring many of these concepts to life. Foundry available for construction. Reaper rounds available for manufacture. Flashbang grenade available for manufacture. Phoenix cannon available for manufacture. Reaper rounds. Experimental ballistics have led to this specialized conventional weapon load. It can cause substantial extra damage to effect targets, but the additional casing elements make it less accurate at long range. The rounds will not work with pistols though. Foundry. Develop new combat items or improve current items in the Foundry. This facility counts as a workshop for adjacency benefits. Use the build facilities option in engineering to construct this facility. Phoenix Cannon. The Phoenix Cannon is capable of delivering massive burst damage, but its limited range puts the interceptor at greater risk during the combat. Flashbang grenade. This grenade-style weapon emits a disorienting flash of light with accompanying sounds. Any enemies that see the blast will be disoriented, suffering severe penalties to aim and movement. Robotic and psionic enemies are immune. Flashbang grenades are extraordinarily valuable. You know what else is extraordinarily valuable? Good weapons, yeah. And good armor as well. Fine. Got a ton of meld. We do. I'd like to build the genetics lab as soon as possible, but we are not able to do that right now. Also, we are low on power. We can see that right now we only have 3 more power to spend, so we need to build that steam plant. We need to... Money's what we need. Money's what we need. A lot of it.
Satellite coverage. Laboratory online.
Okay, laboratory online.
Breaking news at this hour. Reports from around the globe indicate a shift in the alien phenomena now affecting cities worldwide.
Oh no.
Receiving word of outright attacks.
Looks like they've changed their tactics. But why? Why do this?
It's a message to the entire world that nothing can stop them.
Some of you may find this footage disturbing. We will provide continuing updates as this story unfolds.
My favorites. Aliens terrorizing Fortaleza. Very difficult. We're not gonna ignore that bad boy. We're not gonna be able to ignore that. Panic level's bad. This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard. What is a terror mission? A terror mission is an attack of the aliens on a city. They just kill humans, eradicating an entire city. There is going to be very few survivors left, but we have to get as many as possible. The enemies continue on killing the survivors, and you fail the mission if you don't save enough. And you also don't want to kill your squaddies or your crew. And the terror missions have unusual enemies because they deploy terror units, and terror units are a bitch. It's been 40 minutes. I cannot do this mission in this episode. There is no way. This mission's gonna take 40 minutes in itself, and I can't have that, man. Alien terror attack in Fortaleza. There is not a way for the moment. I hope you enjoyed it. I will go to bed now, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Until next time, bye-bye.